So today I wanted to show you a technique that I like to call grunge after the grunge movement. And if you want to see a nice example, an excellent example of grunge, the titles to the movie Seven are probably one of the best examples. That movement was in the mid-90s, but it still looks pretty cool today. Let me get my full screen here because we're going to need every speck of what we can use. So, what I've done so far is I've just taken my stage and I've put some guides around it so that I can see where my stage is, because our items are going to be much larger than my stage. So I wanted to put guides in. And then I'm going to cover the stage with a mask and cut a hole in it so that I can see the area that I'm working on. Even with the guides, I tend to like to really see what I'm doing. So I'm putting a big black rectangle over it. And then I'm just going to put another rectangle. I have the snap to guides on to make this simpler. And I'm going to just cut it out, cut a hole. So it's not a mask like the mask technique that Flash offers. This is actually a box with a hole in it that we're looking through. The next thing is to just kind of pick a piece of music. And I happen to have a few in here. This one in particular that's called Atomic sounds kind of dark. So that's a good grunge type piece. You could certainly get something more scratchy. The movie Seven, as I mentioned, uses a 9-inch nails piece, which was extremely creepy and effective. All right, so here's another thing you probably want to do, and that's lock the layers so that you don't start making crazy things. All right, so I got the music on the bottom layer. Let's see how far out this music goes. Let's just come out here and put F5 to extend my frames. And it looks like my music is still going, so I'm just going to find where my music ends. Terrific. And then just for good housekeeping, I will cut off the extra stuff here. And I want my music to fade out. So let's say at around frame 190, I want it to fade out. So just click on the waveform, go to Properties, click on the pencil, choose frames, and I can come out here, frame around let's say 170, so 150, 60, 70. I just click, get a little box, pull down, and now my music should fade out over a couple of seconds. All right, so I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm going to stay in this distant mode, and you can see I'm putting a couple of layers here already. Because I've got these images that are just what I need. So I found an image of rust, and here it is. Rust and dirt. I'm going to drag it out onto my rust layer, and you can see that it's very large. Even at 25%, it's taking up much of my stage. And I'm going to want to animate this and use filters and all sorts of other things, so I need to turn it into a symbol. So good old F8, and I want it to be a movie clip because of course I can't do all those things unless it is a movie clip. And I'm going to go ahead right now and put on a tween so that I can start. Okay, so what I want to do is have it slowly drift for a while and then move quickly. So let's come out here to about frame 60, and actually let's find a spot that's really cool. I like this. This looks like a really cool spot, and apparently I'm out there somewhere in time. So let's come back to the beginning here, set it up so at least it starts someplace that is very cool. Okay, and then come out here a few seconds worth later, just click down, and what I like to do is go right, left, arrow, so that I'm setting a new keyframe. And at that point, I have maybe only I want it to drift in a sort of circular motion for a little while. And then once it gets to that point, I want it to zip really quickly over to another area. So let's say maybe over here. And what that should look like if I play it right now, slowly drifting, zip. Good. So let's keep going with that, and then we'll do more to it. We'll make it blurry, we'll make it jump around and twitch and all that good stuff. So I'm going to have it drift again. Right, left arrow. Maybe it's going to drift again, continue in that sort of clockwise motion, and then real quickly have it jump to another area. And let's maybe do that one more time. Drifting, right, left arrow. I'll have it drift over this way a little bit. And I don't want the drifting to go too far. And then I'm going to have it zip. So right, left arrow, and have it zip again over to here. Okay, so let's test this. And again, this is just the first part. We're going to be layering all kinds of good stuff. So it's just sort of ooky, moves quick, drifts, moves quick, drifts. And that's a pretty heavy duty drift, that last one, but that's okay.